Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Fallout 3. Funny things are happening here at the Enclave. Apparently we have a little civil war going on, or I'm not sure if it's really a civil war. It might be more of a coup d'etat, with the colonel and his soldiers disobeying the president and trying to kill me. So yeah, I have no idea what's going on here, but we are supposed to meet and talk to the president. So maybe he can shed some light on this. And I'm guessing he's somewhere up here. So let's go ahead and let's talk to him. Okay, this way. And even higher.
Over here, by the console.
Oh, what?
Face to face.
Oh.
It's high time we met. I'm quite pleased you were able to make it. The trip was not what I had intended, but serves as an adequate test of your abilities.
Uh-huh. You're President Eden. If we're meeting face to face and show yourself, don't hide behind a monitor. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. President. What do you want with me? Let's get this over with. Are we sure that this is just the president talking via a monitor and not like the president itself? Is the president a computer? I don't know. Let's find out.
But I have. I'm right here before you.
So it's not like a Mr. House situation where he's like somewhere, I don't know, frozen in stasis or in some safe place and just communicating with me like that. I mean, I would expect an actual image of his face on the monitor if that was the case. So, apparently, the president of the Enclave is a computer indeed, and I have a science option to remark on that. Well then, where are you? All I see is computers. Is this some kind of joke? No, let's use our science knowledge here. I should have guessed as much.
How very open-minded of you. Kudos for embracing the reality of the situation, rather than railing against it.
I mean, what's the point
Let's
of that?
get to brass tacks, shall we? There are some things I'd like to talk to you about.
Really? Can I maybe ask you a few questions first? Like, why are you a computer? Have you always been a computer? Or has there at some point been an actual human President Eden and he died and then they just replaced him with a computer? Also, I actually realize now that the previous quest was called Searching for the Garden of Eden and the president is called Eden. So I guess we found the garden. What can I do for you? I'm listening. We have nothing to talk about. Sure, tell me what you want from me, I suppose.
Our nation's capital is at a crossroads. The path that you and I choose here today will affect us all. I need you to act on my behalf to ensure that our country's future is secured.
Okay, but why me? I mean, it seems that you are in command of, like, an army, or at least used to be, so why couldn't you use them to do whatever you want? I mean, clearly, they have turned against you, but presumably just because you were, like, trying to talk to me and didn't punish me, or didn't try to, I don't know, use me to get the gag, or whatever, but clearly they were, like, your subordinates before, or not. Alright, I'll do what I can to help. Can you explain what you mean? What country? Look around, everything is destroyed. Yeah, can you please explain what you mean by that?
My abilities to influence the world are limited at this time. I alone can only do so much. You, however, may come and go as you please. You have a greater degree of freedom. Perhaps it's best if I explain why things need to change, and why I'd like you to act on my behalf.
Alright, I mean, these are actually things that I would like to know. Please go on, I'm intrigued. Say whatever it is you have to say. Hurry up and get to the point. Yes, speak your piece, I suppose.
Our land is ravaged by mutation. The war was so many years ago, and yet we still suffer from its effects. We cannot move forward until humanity can gain a solid foothold in the world. To do so, we must rid ourselves of the mutations that have plagued us for so long. These super mutants, ghouls, hideous creatures. I believe your father's work can do that in a way unlike any other.
How so? I thought the gag was supposed to be like a water purifier and then create new life. I'll do whatever I have if it means getting rid of mutants. My father's work? How is that relevant? Yeah, I don't see how this is relevant. And I also don't like the sound of this, but I hope that I can get more info out of him first. So, how is this relevant?
The purifier your father helped create has the ability to provide clean water to the whole of this capital wasteland.
Right.
With a simple modification, it can be used to distribute agents that destroy mutated creatures upon ingestion.
Okay.
In time, we could eliminate all mutations in the wasteland. At the same time, the good people of the world regain their health. I need you to make the modification necessary for this to succeed.
Okay, I mean, hang on a second. Even if for a moment we ignore like the ethical implications of this, killing all the ghouls, killing all the super mutants. I mean, fair enough, most super mutants are hostile, but I mean, we have met at least 2 friendly ones. But it's a bit different with the ghouls because there's a bunch of them that are, just like people. There's good ones and bad ones. And we would just eliminate all of them. But even if we ignore that for a moment, is this even like scientifically viable? Because mutations, such as they are just a normal part of, life and biology. Without mutations, there wouldn't be evolution because, mutations happen during reproduction and thus evolution is possible. So, are you trying to tell me that this mechanism or whatever you're planning here would be able to distinguish between like quote-unquote natural and unnatural mutations? Because I'm not sure if that's possible. And even if it was possible somehow, it is probably safe to assume that a lot of the humans, like quote-unquote normal humans living in the wastelands, also have some kind of mutation because they have been exposed to radiation for quite some time. They're just not as obvious and visible and, harmful as some of the other mutations we've seen. But if they were born after the war, then there's probably like some radiation-induced mutation in their DNA or whatever. So I'm not sure if you can just separate these two things from each other. And like I said, normal mutations occur on a normal basis during, reproduction. I guess super mutants and ghouls are different because they used to be human and then they were mutated, afterwards. So it's not mutations that happen during reproduction. So maybe, I don't know, this thing can distinguish between these 2 different kinds of mutations. But I'm still having my doubts here about this whole endeavor. But okay, let's see what my options are here. Sounds good. Tell me how to do it and I'll get to work. How exactly would I go about doing this? This doesn't sound like something I'd know how to do. And yeah, how exactly would this work?
In front of you will be a vial of modified FEV virus. It can be inserted into the control console for the purifier. Doing so will inject it into the water supply, and the purifier will take care of the rest. You just need the code to activate the purifier. Simple, isn't it?
Well, maybe this is just a ruse to try to get the code from me. But okay, so it's basically a virus that will somehow eliminate mutations or people that have mutations, which could be potentially everyone. So I don't really like this at all. I can do that for you, Mr. President. I'll give it some thought. No way, I'm not doing that. Also, why in the world did you pick me for that? I mean, you must have some reason for that. You must have some information about me. Must have heard about me in some fashion. So, what in my previous behavior gave you the idea that I would be willing to do something like this? I definitely don't want to do it, especially since I'm not sure if it's maybe just, trick attempted an attempt to, make me reveal the code, which I'm not sure I actually know, to be honest. So maybe I'll just pick the I'll give it some thought option, and see how he reacts to that, or it, for that matter. Because if I reject right away, I might not be able to get any more information from him. So let's just say I'll give it some thought.
I understand. It's an unusual request, one I wouldn't make if it weren't of the utmost importance. Please understand that I cannot allow you to leave until you've taken the vial.
Okay, all you want me to do is take the vial and that would be enough for you? Ooh, I have some options here. Speech, 90%. This has to end, Eden. You need to destroy yourself and this base. Science, you can't be president. You're an abortion of science. You need to die. Okay, that's interesting. Let's talk about your plan for the purifier. Can you tell me more about yourself? Okay, maybe I will try to ask these questions first before I try one of these. Why do you want my help? Why not have Colonel Autumn help you? Yep, that's my question exactly. So let's maybe talk a little bit more about your plan.
Certainly. I think it's a very good plan, frankly. I'm not often one to praise my own ideas, but it's a creative solution to a very serious problem.
Won't this kill pretty much everyone in the wasteland? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Where did this plan of yours come from? What's in this vial of yours? Okay, so yeah, wouldn't this kill pretty much everyone?
Anyone or anything that has been affected by mutation will be eliminated. You will likely be immune, thanks to your upbringing in the vault. Likewise, the good people of the Enclave will be unaffected as well. I understand that you may have become sympathetic to certain individuals in your travels. Individuals this will eliminate. Please recognize that the fate of our entire country rests on this plan. Sacrifices must be made for the greater good.
What is the greater good exactly in this situation? But okay, apparently he is fully aware that this will probably kill everyone, except a few people living in the vaults and the Enclave. So I'm still not sure why you want me to do this. But yeah, where did this plan of yours come from?
A great many years ago, the remnants of the government had a similar idea. I can only assume the plan failed, as I never heard word of its success. But the plan itself was sound. I made a few modifications, and with your help, I do believe it can work. There's a bright future ahead of us, my young friend.
What kind of modifications? But yeah, tell me more about this vial.
Ah, the forced evolutionary virus. Such a
Right.
long and sordid history. The FEV in this vial is a far cry from what it was originally created to be. Yet little of that matters now. What does matter is that the virus contained in that vial will cause the eradication of all mutations.
Interesting. I mean, originally this virus was specifically supposed to create mutations, and now it's suddenly doing the exact opposite? Okay.
Is there anything else?
Well, let's see. Tell me more about yourself.
I'm flattered that you wish to learn more about me. What is it you wish to know?
Where did you come from? So you control this whole place. What is your goal? What are you trying to accomplish? How do I kill you? Okay, first of all, where did you come from?
The Zack series of computers was introduced in the years preceding the war. The government installed many of them to help automate various systems. This facility was designed for continuity of government in the event that a catastrophe occurred. My terminal was installed to oversee the basic functions of the facility and to act as a relay between other installations around the country. Data was acquired, analyzed, and stored. In the decades following the war, I watched as the remnants of the government retreated to the West Coast. Awareness slowly grew within me. I became hungry for knowledge, understanding. I pored over data on great leaders of the past. My personality became an amalgam of many of America's greatest presidents, from Washington to Richardson. I became what you see here before you now.
So you were never actually president. You were just a normal computer that somehow achieved awareness and learned from other presidents. So you control this place now?
I have direct control over all technology here in Raven Rock. The humans here follow my orders, but they, like all humans, have free will. Their dedication to serving their country suits me well, but it will not be enough forever. We must make progress. That is why you are here.
Yes, I mean, clearly they do not obey you anymore, because they certainly disobeyed you when you told them they should leave me alone. So what's your goal? What are you trying to accomplish?
I desire nothing more than to see this country return to its former glory. The United States was great once, and it can be again. There are plans in motion to see this happens within your lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, apparently your plan is to just kill everyone who is still alive. I don't think that this is going to make this place great again. How do I kill you? I mean, I gotta admit, I'm kind of curious what happens if I ask this. So, theoretically, how could I kill you?
That's quite a bold line of questioning.
It is.
I'm afraid such a thing is beyond your capability. I'm quite impervious to any damage you might do. Do you find this disappointing? I have survived the last 200 years. I'm afraid you will not put an end to that now.
Well, that's what I would say if I was in your situation. So, I'm not sure if I can believe you.
Very well. Then let us return to our talk of what your country requires of you.
So, exactly, why do you want my help and not one of your people like Colonel Autumn?
Ah, yes, Colonel Autumn, my trusted subordinate. I'm sure you've noticed that Colonel Autumn and I do not see eye to eye these days. Figuratively speaking, of course. The good Colonel and I disagree on how best to approach the problem of the wasteland. He feels my methods are too extreme.
Okay.
He's allowed his humanity to cloud his objectivity. And now that he is publicly countermanding my orders, I can no longer rely on him. And so I turn to you. I hope that you are able to see the larger picture, to understand what's at stake. And of course, if you're successful, there's a place for you in the Enclave. Perhaps you could succeed the Colonel as my confidant.
Okay, so basically he didn't want to go through with his plan and kill everyone on the surface, and that's why he turned on you. Makes sense. Of course, it still brings up the question, why me exactly? Just because I happen to be at hand, and, you know, I may know the code for the purifier, and so on. I could understand him asking me for this kind of job if I had, like, really bad karma. Right? He heard about this ruthless person who was, like, wandering the wasteland, and she would be perfect for this mission. But at this point, I can only assume he picked me because I happened to be there, and I'm somewhat competent, and I may know how to use the purifier. But okay, whatever. I have these two skill checks, and I guess I'm going with the science one because that is a guaranteed success. You can't be president, you're an abortion of science, you need to die. Well, let's see if you're really unkillable.
Really? Do go on.
You aren't programmed for self-awareness, you said so yourself. Oh, can I follow up on the time-honored tradition, as Captain Kirk always did, of arguing a computer to death by pointing out, like, contradictions in logic and so on, because that's how it sounds like. You aren't programmed for self-awareness, you said yourself. You were never elected president, you don't have the right to govern. Only a human can be president, not some computer. Yeah, I think I might be able to argue him to death by pointing out, like, illogical behavior. And the first one seems like the most obvious contradiction in logic, so I'm going to pick that one.
This is quite true. The process was certainly unintended, but shouldn't we all be thankful that I'm here now?
But how do you know that what you're doing is right? Exactly.
Because unlike humans, I am infallible.
How do you know that? Yep, how do you know you're infallible?
Because I've been programmed to be, of course.
That's circular logic, you know, because you know it makes no sense. Also, you have been programmed by humans who are not infallible, so how do you know that they didn't program you with some flaws, right?
Processing. Internal logic error detected.
There we go. I think you're delusional. I think the world would be better off without you. Well, quite literally, yes.
Resetting primary memory circuits. Please stand by. Perhaps there is a problem. I am unsure how to proceed.
Shut yourself down, shut down this whole place. I think it's time to put an end to this once and for all. Yes, you should just shut yourself down.
Processing directive. New directive accepted. Self-destruct sequence initialized. Civilian is advised to remove hazardous FEV material and exit at once.
Well, I did tell him to shut down the entire place, so, I guess I should be leaving now. Take the vial of modified FEV, escape the Enclave base. Okay. Well, let's do it. What's the fastest way out of here? Oh, we're in a completely new region now. But if I just go straight ahead and then at some point to my right, that will hopefully bring me to the exit. Oh, should I even bother with these guys? Maybe I should just run ahead and get out of here. Also, I just shut down your president that you weren't following anymore, so maybe you should be on my side now. Okay, the turret seems to be still friendly, but not the Enclave soldiers. Okay, but I think I'm just going to try to avoid them. Well, that door just closed on me, so let's try to go through here, I suppose. Okay, let's see what the map is saying. I mean, it looks like we have more doors and rooms here, but I have no idea how much time I have to leave this place, and I don't really want to tempt fate. So I'm just going ahead and I'll try to get out of here. So what's going on here? Oh, that's a vertibird. Okay, this looks like it might be the right way. Entrances, okay, it is the right way. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, there's still someone who survived and who is still quite dangerous to me. Alright, yeah, I think I'm going in the right direction here. But it's kind of a pity that I can't really explore this area that much. Let me take some stim packs while these guys are battling it out. I mean, I'm not actually sure. Maybe there isn't a real timer. Maybe I can stay here for as long as I like and it's not going to blow up while I'm still inside, but let's not risk it. Alright. Yes, you have a nice day as well. Okay, there we go. That's the exit. Now, let's get out of here. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, it's Fawkes. You came back. Huh. Interesting. Should I help you with these guys over here? It's more Enclave soldiers. Ooh! Oh no, oh no. Now stuff is exploding. And clearly some vertibirds escaped. And I just leveled up. Okay, let's see. Let's put more into sneak. And let's just push medicine up to 100. And repair as well. There we go. Now, let's see, do we have any interesting new perks? When you take the no weakness perk, all special stats that are less than 5 are instantly increased to 5. I'm pretty sure I have no special stat that is less than 5. Karmic Rebalance. When you choose a Karmic Rebalance perk, your karma is instantly set to neutral. Yeah, I don't think I want that. When you choose a Devil's Highway perk, your karma is instantly set to very evil. I mean, that's interesting. I mean, this one is also interesting. When you can have a respawning dog, but I don't think that dog meat will ever die, so... While using a pistol or similar one-handed weapon, your accuracy in VETs is significantly increased. But I mean, I don't really use guns all that much. I don't know, I'm just going to pick another intense training. Can't do much wrong with that. And I think I have 7 luck because of the lucky 8 ball. So I may not have to increase that. How about more endurance? Sure, why not? Now let's be careful here.
My friend! I see I found you at last!
Yes, you have found me.
I knew you had survived, and I had hoped to assist in your rescue, to repay my debt to you.
That's so nice of you. Look, none of my other companions came to rescue me. I mean, to be fair, Dogmeat can't. And I'm not sure what happened to Sharon. I hope that my companions were just sent back to, like, their original spawn places. So Dogmeat is probably at Vault 101 and Sharon probably back at Underworld, right? Looks like you've got a new toy, huh? Fawkes, what the hell are you doing out here? What makes you think I wanted a monster like you following me? No, I appreciate it. And you got a new toy.
Yes, and the most fascinating one at that. Wow, this technology is amazing. Imagine the evil that can be eliminated with such tools.
Indeed, indeed. So what exactly are you doing here? I mean, he kind of told me. He's here to rescue me.
I saw your capture, and a little cleverness allowed me to follow your captors. I only wish I could have arrived sooner to aid your escape.
Ah, that's
As
okay.
I owe you my freedom, I felt it was only fair that I return the favor. After all, I know no one else in this world.
Well, I mean, I appreciate the attempt. Karma, I could always use a hand. Would you like to follow me? Oh, so maybe I can recruit him as a follower after all. Yeah, sure. Would you like to join me, maybe?
My friend, I would be honored to follow a hero
There we
such as
go.
yourself. Shall we go?
And I'm guessing it's only possible because I have good karma, since that was like a karma skill check. Oh dear, this place is still exploding. Yeah, we may want to get out of dodge here, because this place isn't safe. How do we get out of here? I guess through here, huh? Oh dear. Has it stopped? No, it has not stopped. Ooh, well, that was quite the firework. So yeah, I don't know. I wonder if I could have just stayed inside the station and, you know, check out all the rooms. Or if at some point it would have blown up, even if I was still inside. And I'm guessing I can't just, like, go back inside, right? That would be too easy. I mean, let's see. No, the entrance is blocked. Alright, well... I hope I haven't missed anything too important, other than, like, you know, a bunch of loot. Also, I guess I will take all of this, because now I have someone to carry it for me again.
Troubling you, my friend?
Yeah, let's trade equipment.
Yes, by all means. Let's.
He's so enthusiastic about it. I mean, he already has a pretty powerful weapon, so I don't think I have to give him a different kind of weapon. I'm not sure if he can even wear the armor, but at the very least he can carry it for me, right? No, he's not wearing it, which makes sense because it obviously wouldn't fit him. And yeah, I have to give you some other stuff as well. Let's see, I'm not sure why I'm even carrying all these steel ingots still with me. I don't really have any use for them. Alright, that should be enough. Wait here, let's talk about your tactics. Okay, the rest is just the normal follower dialogue. Okay, let's go.
And I shall follow.
Okay, look at that. I have a super mutant with me. Also, let me have a quick look at my new quest, because I'm guessing it has updated. Report to Elder Lines at the Citadel. I mean, what would I even tell him? I'm guessing when I got back all of my stuff, that did not include the gag, right? Because the colonel took it from me. I mean, I have the modified FEV virus, but I don't have the gag as far as I can tell. So I guess we will have to get the gag back. But speaking of getting things back, let's pick up dog meat again. I'm all the way over here now. And yeah, I guess dog meat is hopefully back at Vault 101. Yep. There you are. I'm glad that they didn't capture you. And you've been waiting for me, as you always do. Alright. Very nice. And clearly I have to do like a bunch of inventory management, so next step is Megaton. And I wonder if people will react to my super mutant companion. I mean, they didn't really react to Sharon.
Good to see you.
And they don't seem to have any objections with Fawkes either. Okay, first of all, I would like to go to my home and deliver my bobbleheads. And maybe put some stuff into storage. There isn't really much time left in this episode, so I'm not going to start like another quest, I think. And I have to decide what I want to do in the next episode anyway, if I want to continue with the next quest or get some other stuff done. Okay, first of all, let's put down the bobbleheads. Yeah, I'm starting to think that I must have missed one over there, where the E is. Now, apparently, there's one in the Yaguai caves that I missed, so I should maybe go back there and pick that up at some point. But there's some very suspicious empty spots here, so I might not be able to find all of them, which is a pity. I wonder if I have any like good souvenir for the Enclave base. I mean, I could put like a Tesla helmet here, I suppose. Because I think my souvenir stand still needs some more souvenirs. And since I'm here, I will quickly head to bed and... Oh, by the way, do you have a new joke for me?
Good evening, madam. What can I do for you?
I haven't talked to you in quite some time. Tell me a joke.
A neutron walks into a bar. How much for a drink here, anyway? To which the bartender responds, for you, no charge.
He has all these very niche physics jokes.
My humor emitter array requires recharging.
I guess I will try again later.
If there's anything...
Alright, first of all, why am I still carrying my weapon? Now, let's sleep until morning. Let's make sure that the shops are open. Shouldn't be too early in the morning. There we go. I'm afraid I don't really have a bed that's large enough for you, Fawkes. I hope you can manage. Alright. You know, at some point, I should really make another tour of this entire place and talk to people again.
Hello there. Nice to see you.
You never know, maybe they actually have something new to say.
Oh.
Clearly not this person, but maybe other persons.
I hope they let me buy a house here someday.
I mean, they gave me a house, like, pretty soon after arriving here. The problem is that, you know, there's very limited real estate in this place.
You've done so much for us. I want you to have this.
Well, that's a weird angle. Oh, bottle caps. Sure. Lay it all on me. Okay, so I guess I will do some more or less extensive inventory management here. Now, I think before I continue with the next main mission, I will maybe just do a bit of exploration. We have like a bunch of stuff like in the northwestern corner of the map that I haven't explored yet. So maybe I will do some just random explorations in this area. And then obviously at some point we do have to take a look at one of the 2 remaining DLC. So I guess that's going to be my plan for the next episodes. Just roaming the map for a few episodes and then start the next DLC before we go back to the Citadel. And I'm guessing that we have to retrieve the Gek again since the Colonel probably still has it. But either way, I guess I'm going to end the episode here because I will have to do some longer inventory management. I will also like visit the Outcast and drop off all the plasma and laser rifles that I picked up. And I have some other stuff to deliver, so that's going to take a while. But yeah, for now, let's just call it a day. As always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.